Hi everybody! Do you notice anything different about me? New hair, new clothes? No, none of that. It's just that I have officially finished my first year of dental school. It feels good to be done with one of the toughest years of my academic life, and I'm making you guys this video just to kind of give you an overview of my experiences and how my first year went. And I asked you guys on Instagram to send in any questions you might have specifically about the first year of dental school, and I've got an overwhelming number of questions, and I'm really happy that you guys have a lot of questions to ask, and I am going to try my best to answer all of them in this video. So I'm gonna look in my phone because that's where all my questions are at. Duh. The first question is from Juliet Wales, and she asked, "Hi Brittany, I'm Juliet and I'm wondering if you could give an overview of what the dental course was like in the first year, including what types of things you were tested on." So my first year had 4 quarters: summer, fall, winter, and spring. My first summer quarter started in August, and it was kind of like half a mini quarter. It wasn't a full quarter. It was just a month, and we just had 2 classes, and that was biochemistry and kind of like an intro to dentistry and dental professions class. Then for my second quarter, or the fall quarter, I had the first part, anatomy 1, physiology 1, restorative dentistry, lab, and lecture. Then on my winter quarter, I had anatomy 2, physiology 2, restorative lab, restorative lecture, and ethics class. This quarter, which was the very last quarter of first year of dental school, was the spring quarter, and I had microbiology 1, anatomy 3, kind of operative 1, operative lecture, lab, introduction to periodontics, and etiology of caries. So I had 6 classes. So this next question is from Alina Amir 14, and she asked, "Please talk about the level of difficulty of the tests and exams." Tests and exams, it's quite a little bit different because in undergrad, at least in my undergrad, they had a lot of challenging, kind of tricky questions. Whereas in dental school, I feel like, at least in my dental school, majority of them are like fact-based, but it's still quite hard because of the amount of subjects and amount of material that we have for each class. So like technically, if we had only that one class to study for, then everyone would be getting A+, you know? But since we have so many classes, so much material, it's kind of difficult to kind of like sort things out in your brain, remember all these like small little details. Okay, and the next question is from Oblivious Girl 101, and she asked, "Did you find the lab work to be more difficult than lecture work? If so, why? And what advice would you give someone who's struggling in either?" I really like this question. Thanks, Oblivious Girl 101. For me personally, it's kind of, I would say lab is more difficult, just because I have been in school for so long. I'm familiar with like study habits and stuff, whereas the lab stuff, it's just more difficult because I just didn't have much more experience in that. So I would say if you're struggling with lab more, then practice, practice, practice. Like, it's so easy to compare yourself with other people who might have like worked as, I don't know, like a car mechanic or something, and they're really good with their hands, or they did wood shop before. Like, my advice would be to practice a lot and to not compare yourself with other people who might have way more experience than you. As for somebody who is struggling with lecture-based things, like for me, I'm not good at all types of subjects. You know, there's some that I might struggle more than others. I would try to see that there are different ways to study for different subjects. For example, anatomy is more fact-based, and like physiology and whatever is more conceptual, and I would kind of like change my study habits to kind of fit what type of subject that is. This next question is from Siguarora, And she asked, how did you manage to go to class every day like a full-time job and still have the energy to go home and study? Yeah, so that I haven't really figured out quite yet, but I have a general idea. So it's true, like days where I have labs until 5 or like I stay later, it's really tiring because something about dental school is that everything is non-stop. There's barely any breaks, like from 8 to 5. And we have just one break, which is like from 12 to 1, which is lunch break. And it's so hard to just have that energy. And what I used to do is I used to go home and take like an hour nap and then go ahead and study. But what I've found works for me is I go home now and I kind of take an hour to like shower, eat, relax, catch up on some YouTube videos, and then study until around like 9:30, 10, and then I go to sleep and wake up early at like 3 or 4, and then because of that I have gotten a good night's sleep and I'm able to wake up and feel like I can study because I didn't study much the next day, so that really motivates me to study more in that early morning. And there's just less distractions because none of your friends are up, so no one will text you. And I talk about this in my last vlog. If you guys want to watch that last vlog here, then go ahead and watch how I explain more about waking up early and sleeping early. So this next question is from Jojo is Awesome 15, and he asked, what was one of the toughest things for you this year? So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but this year has been really tough emotionally, physically, mentally. One of the toughest things for me this year is kind of giving myself a break and just trying not to be so hard on myself and everything. Whether it be like lecture or lab or just balancing things was really difficult for me. I also struggled with being too hard on myself. Like I set up these great expectations and it didn't kind of reach my expectations, and I would be really upset. I guess that's something that I really need to work on in the future, just to give myself a break and like just take it easy on myself. That everything just doesn't go as planned sometimes, and that you have to kind of work through the situation. This next question is from Marlon Mar, and she asked, what was your motivation for anything that kept you going through the whole year? What really motivated me was kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel. I know some people think, oh, 4 years is so long. I just finished my first year and it went by so quickly. I can't imagine how fast the next 3 years are gonna be. What really motivates me is that finish line and that goal that I want to become a dentist, and I could really see it. Recently starting to think about like what a great opportunity and what a blessing it is for me to get to go to dental school, because not everybody gets to go, you know, and that just motivates me to work harder and be more appreciative of my time here at dental school. And this last question is going to be from Baraha_Ismail, and they say, I'm also a dental student and I'm also almost done with my first year. Congrats. And I would like to know, what are the things that you will change in your second year, and what are the mistakes that you'll try to avoid next year? So this is kind of like the quick recap. Like I said before, I don't want to be too hard on myself. I want to learn how to study more efficiently. I recently got better sleep, so I'm really happy about that. So better sleep, study more efficiently, take it easy on myself, take more breaks. That's pretty much it for my goals for the next year. And I'm really excited to take off like 3 weeks of summer break, and even though it's 3 weeks, it's something I'm literally not going to study. I'm going to relax and have fun because I want to recharge and get my body ready for starting this new school year. So I think that is it for my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like we've all gone through this journey together, and in my first year I've made so many new friends, got to communicate with you guys, my subscribers, and really talk about, share our experiences, kind of give each other tips, and I'm so happy that we've created a community here. I'm looking forward to the next year with you guys. My next videos will be about the differences between undergrad and dental school, and in the near future I will be talking about my advice for upcoming first-year dental students. I just want it to be a little bit closer to when school starts, so around August, so keep a lookout for that. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. It was quite long, but I hope you guys found it very useful. And if you want to be updated on my more of my life as a dental student, please go check out my Instagram account. It's at Brittany Goes to Dental School, and I look forward to see you guys in the next video. Bye!